we had an opportunity to invite people that wanted to understand about what we do. And maybe you're here and you're a guest and, you're not part of our business community yet. So if you are the guest, you have just been invited by someone that really loves you, I can assure you, please write number one. Write number one and the country you are listening this session from. I'm speaking to you from South Africa, and I'm honored to be your host for the night. I'm Veronica Gervas-Kundia, and I had, just a moment. Yeah, so Veronica Gervas-Kundia speaking to you from South Africa. I'm a Tanzanian living here with my family and being able to build a business in about 14 countries so far at the comfort of my home. And I'll tell you guys, if you're a guest, let me see if you have got guests in the chat here. If you're a guest, I'll tell you, you are so blessed because, tonight you're going to be able to, to understand what we do, but really not about that. It's about who you can become, what type of, trainings and mentorship that you can be able to get because you're choosing to be part of us. But if you are a forever business owner, guys, you already know that you are proud, okay? So can you write forever proud? I can see people from Namibia, from Zambia, I can see people from Zanzibar, Tanzania. Hi, everyone. So for those people that probably it's your first time to see me, I'm excited to say that I have a journey just like you. I started the business, as an assistant supervisor, and today I'm a sapphire manager, about to be a diamond sapphire manager, 2 managers to go, and hopefully to be closing those in the next 2-3 months. Okay, or definitely before end of this year. And I've had a privilege to be able to work alongside amazing people in my team, and to have been able to achieve so much. And currently we are the VIP team in the Forever World. And of course, this is the reason why, we are able to bring upon all these global leaders, because last year said, what, when we become the VIP 5,000 case credits, we'll be bringing amazing people. And I'll tell you tonight, we are blessed to have one of those amazing people, and not just one of those. No, it's actually the person that's been inspiring me so much, and my mentor and my sponsor in the business, ENOS Salema. But before I welcome him, I just want to tell you that, as I said, this is not the first week. We already had an amazing session beginning of this month, and we had this amazing leader called Tia. And the reason why she was part of this session, where she was helping us to awaken the best within us, is because she had a growth of 107%, growth between June and July. That happened only in 1 month. So that is why we are here in this session, to tell you that whatever goal that you have is actually possible. If Tia could decide to say, what, I'm growing by 100, which he decided to grow, and it happened to be 107%. That is doubling up, more than double within a month. Because the goal of this series is to help ourselves awaken the beast mode within us. And she did it. She shared with us. And then the next session that we had before Tobeka, that we had this week on Monday, we had the session with these 2 amazing women. This is one of the top retailers in our team. But we had Halima. She is a supervisor, and she took part in this series. You know why she was there? Because one of the things that I'm personally really promoting and we are doing is product campaigns. We are running a business because we're in a retail business, and we're in a product-based business. So we're running campaigns right now that are really giving people the results. And let me tell you what Halima did. Beginning of last month, she decided to get out, for shell and share her personal story. She's a mom with a baby that is autistic, and they've been using the products. Not that the products are healing, no, but the amazing results she has been getting from her boy made her say, I'm going to tell more women, more families. And last month alone, she has been able to sell over, I think right now it should be about 80 active seeds. Almost 30 forever kids. Last month alone, she recruited 6 people. I hope these numbers are inspiring you, to tell you that Halima was in the business for quite some time without a breakthrough, until she decided to get out of her shell. She decided to awaken the best within her. And today, this month, I know she's definitely going to close assistant manager. but she has been assistant supervisor for years. She has been an assistant supervisor for years, supervisor. You know, she has been doing her 460 just right there and then. Last month, she closed for the first time in her business. She closed with 22 case credits, with recruiting 6 people in her business. And some of those people just wanted to join because they wanted to use the products. So I don't know if you're feeling the reason why we are here in this meeting. And I don't know also if you are feeling that the clock is ticking. I don't know, today I was talking to my husband, I was telling him, like, you know, I feel like the clock is ticking. Do you feel like the clock is ticking? I mean, I don't know how long you've been in the business. Let's say 1 month, 2 months, you're very new. And I'll tell you, stay in the business until 12 months at least, without looking left or right. After the session on Monday, I went on and did a task for myself, to get into the business groups that I have. Some of them, I'm not even, like some different countries and all that. I went into there and say, you know what? Can you tell me if you are ready to listen to a training that I know is gonna give you value? And I shared with you a training by Jane Leach, and it was on a marketing strategy. But the first 4 minutes of that session, she shared with or reminded us how much we are wasting time every single day, and we are sitting down and complaining that life is not, turning around to be the way you want it to be. Your business is not, working out. If you're a guest right now, maybe you're wasting time somewhere while you could be able to, grow personally, because they say your income will never grow, beyond what you know. You understand? So I don't know how long you've been in the business. I don't know how old you are as well, but I feel you also feel that the clock is ticking. Can you write amen if you are feeling like that? Oh, actually, no, write unstoppable if you're feeling like that. If you're feeling like, you know what, I need to do something now. I need to do something right now for me to be able to achieve goals by end of this year. Maybe you have got goals that you want to achieve, becoming a manager, becoming a supervisor, level up qualifier, chairman's bonus. You want to close Kaplan. You want to close, senior manager. You're preparing yourself for the next year, big goals 2027. And you feel like, you know what, I've got 5 months to go. I'm still counting this as a whole month, because right now is when the CCs are actually, clocking in. So 5 months, guys, 5 months. But I'll tell you, you must be feeling this, because if you're not feeling this, it means you're too comfortable. And we cannot afford to be too comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. We have got so much to achieve. Our families are sacrificing so much. My baby was just, my firstborn was just recording me a video right now. So they have to also, like accommodate our goals and our activities. Sometimes you leave them. That is why you need to feel like, you know what, I need to do beyond, over and above what I'm supposed to do, because clock is ticking. Can you write clock is ticking? Now, can you write a yes if you are in the business when we are saying this word? Okay, actually this sentence. If you're in the business, when we were doing the business presentation, we were using this as a closing remark. Okay, we used to say opportunity is. How are you going to read it? Can you write a yes if you're in the business when you are using this as a closing slide? Not exactly this, but these words. Can you write a yes if you're there? If you are there, then congratulations for you. I know that the clock is ticking for you as well. It was a long time ago. And today I just remember when I say clock is ticking. This statement just came, in my head, and I thought, you know what? Right now, when we feel like clock is ticking, someone else is feeling like, you know what, I've just closed the month, I can't do 4CC. I've just closed the year, I can't do that chairman's bonus, I can't do that Kaplan, I can't do ego. Imagine. Now that is you choosing how you're going to read this statement. Are you going to read the opportunity is now here, or are you going to read the opportunity is nowhere? So that the choice is yours. The choice is yours. But I do believe that after this session, you will see that you have the opportunity everywhere to be able to turn around your situation. If your situation is recruiting, you can be able to recruit massively. If your situation right now is on your new CC for your chairman's bonus, you will be able to, turn that situation around. If your situation right now is that you are a guest and you don't know what to do to be able to achieve what you want to achieve in life, you will see that you will be belonging in a community that is going to help you realize your true potential. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to awaken the best within you? Are you ready to activate the beast mode within you? Because this particular time is where I'm going to invite this amazing gentleman. This is that gentleman that has been really, actually, if you remember, last week, no, why do I say last week? On Monday, when Tobeka was sharing her story, she mentioned a lot about ENOS and Elizabeth. And I can say so much about this because they are my sponsors, my friends. They're these people that, like when you're on your rock bottom, I always go to like ENOS, what can I do? When I made a lot of money or like probably, like insane figure, I'll be like, what, this is what, like when you're excited, this is the person. But I'll tell you, not just to me, to so many people, he has been able to coach GLTs in the forever world. I remember there's a time he was number 21 in the whole forever world. Currently, he is a Diamond Sapphire manager. He is a Sapphire Eagle manager with 4 Eagle lines. He is a Chairman's Bonus level 3, okay? And he is a GLT, Global Leadership Team. But on top of that, he is the captain and the country sales manager of Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and Zambia. So please put your hands together for our leader, the GLT, ENOS Salema from Tanzania. My leader, I really appreciate you taking your time out of a busy schedule and saying, yes, you know what, I'm going to serve. And I think your heart of servant has been, helping you become the person that you are. And we truly appreciate and we are humbled by your presence tonight. And we are looking forward into learning from you. You are well of wisdom. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing amazing. I hope you're all fantastic. And I hope everybody is fully ready for tonight. You have your mind open and your hearts also open. Sometimes you open your mind and your hearts are closed. And it's your hearts that will say what will remain inside of you after your mind has shut down. Your mind will only last for a short while, but then your heart, what touches your heart, that one will last for a lifetime. So open your mind, but also open your heart. Allow yourself to be impacted. Allow yourself. Now, before I even continue, I want to take a moment and really, really thank Vero. Really thank Vero. I call her Vero because she's my friend. Now, for the sake of this meeting, as she is a top leader in the business, she has grown a massive business. Let me call her Veronica Kundia. Very, very professional and formal. Just to confirm that, I don't take her presence in the business lightly. We have got amazing people in the team. We really thank God for that. And I can say one thing for sure is, Vero, you have done absolutely amazing for not just yourself and your team, but for all of us. I'm looking at these sessions that you have been organizing, and this is not the first time. It's been years now, from the kickstarts that you go around looking for trainers from all over, the world to come and speak to us. You put that environment so that we can all benefit from everybody else. And that is true sign of leadership. That is being selfless. That is also, if you look at it from the business perspective, that is initiating activity. That is taking charge. That is saying, you know what, if nobody is going to do it, I'm going to do it. If nobody's going to start it, I'm going to be the one to start it. And here we are, hundreds of people united, under one theme and one mission, where we want to maximize these remaining 5 months. And I really want to say to you, Vera, once again, thank you so much. Thanks to Raphael as well. I know we don't see me on the screen. It's probably right there behind you right now, making sure that everything is okay. So I really want to pass my appreciation to him as well, in a very, very special way. And once again, I truly, truly appreciate it. And as much as you said, I took my time off my busy schedule for this, I don't really want to agree with that statement, in all honesty. If it's about me doing things which are important, then this is up there. ranking up there. So this is not me taking my time off my busy schedule to be here, like as if I'm here doing anybody a favor. No. I'm here because I'm honored to be here. I'm here because I feel blessed to be here. This to me is just amazing. So once again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. And once again, thanks to each and every one of you here. By the way, before I continue, worked hard last year and they got their Unstoppable community to 5. That earns you the respect in the global world. And that means when you call people and they say, hey, I need you in a meeting, people forget about me. I mean, she told me we talk, she can call me anytime. I'm talking about people from anywhere in the world. I mean, look at the lineup of speakers that we're going to have. So if you are putting some massive fire appreciation to the VIP team led by the Baba and Mama Unstoppable Vero and Raphael. All right, fantastic there. I love that. Is amazing, awesome, great. Thank you all so very much. Fantastic. Now, I understand in this room we have got guest community or not. Well, I bet by now you already feel like, oh yeah, whatever it is, I may not be understanding it in full, but I want to be part of this. I want to be in this environment where I get to be impacted by people from all over the world. So for the guests, I'll spend some time speaking to you as well. And everything that I'll be sharing to you will also be a reminder to the FBOs, to us who are already in the business, because we are here to making sure that each and everyone grows. And to start with, I want to take a moment and really invite everybody here to really thank God, like seriously thank God. Because one thing I can assure you, there's a saying, not a saying, sorry, it's not a saying, it's a scripture from the Bible that says, I might not say it the right way, like word to word, but it will mean the same. Like many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. Why are you in this meeting? You are chosen to be here. You might have been the one who pressed that button to say, I'm gonna be in. You might be the one who said, you know what, I was to cook, but I'm gonna let somebody else cook. I'm gonna join the meeting. Let me tell you, you are chosen to be here. You are meant to be here. There's a reason why you are here. You are chosen to be here. I am chosen to speak tonight. Before I speak, before I got online here, I had to kneel down and pray and ask God to say, God, speak through me tonight. I don't want to speak from my own mind. I don't want to speak just from my own heart. No. I need, the God above to speak through me. And part of my prayer is for you to hear what you are supposed to hear tonight. There's a reason why you were chosen to be here. There's something for you tonight. We'll spend here maybe 1 hour and a half or whatever, but maybe you are meant to hear one sentence. So first of all, you better be here, like fully focused here, because you have no idea when that which was meant for you will be said. So you better be here from the beginning until the end. So I want to take this moment really to thank God for choosing me. And I want you also, and I love all the amens that we are putting there. I believe we are all in agreement that we are chosen to be here. Can you imagine how many people out there who are in this business and they're not in this meeting? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how many people even in your team? You probably sent this link to the group in your team and they're not here. Can you imagine that? Now, can you imagine people that will probably never get an opportunity to hear this message? They will never even find this on YouTube. It will just pass them. But you are here. So open your mind, open your heart, because this is for you. This is for you. This is not for anybody else. It's for you. And yes, I know you'll be, texting people, hey, come join in. It's okay, you can do that. But make sure you are focused here. Make sure you're focused here. If you have to text someone to remind someone, make it for a second. Don't lose focus on what we are talking about tonight, because there's something that you need to hear tonight. And the goal and the mission is very simple and straightforward. We want to awake the beast inside of us, because we all have it. We all have that positive anger. I call it positive anger. We all have that positive anger. We all have that feeling inside of us that says, you know what, enough is enough. I don't care what happened from January to July. I don't care. These remaining months, August, September, October, November, December, these are going to be my months. These are going to be my months. And that's the reason why we are here. We are here to remind each other. We are here to equip each other. We are here to motivate each other so that we give everybody an opportunity to awake that positive anger inside of them that will make them say, you know what, I'm done playing small. I'm done playing small. And if you're a guest right now, maybe this meeting will mean, you know what, I'm done over-analyzing. I'm going to jump in. I'm done being driven by fear. I'm done being driven by doubts. Enough is enough. If people are doing this, if people have been successful in this, not for 5 years, I'll tell you more about it, not for 10 years, for amazing 48 years. I mean, why in the world would someone allow worry, fear, and doubt make them lose an opportunity that has been impacting the lives of people for 48 years? That's longer than my own age. This company is older than my own age. So I bet we, one of the reasons we get the courage to say, come in. Why we get that courage? Not because we have complete belief in ourselves. No. But we know we are under the umbrella of an amazing company. And we've seen how this company has impacted the lives of so many people. I happen to be one of those people that today my life is, oh my God, absolutely amazing. I have all the reason to thank God for the life that we are living now. I don't take it for granted, not even a bit. I may not brag about it. I may not be out there, even on social media, maybe flashing anything, but deep down, at night when I'm sleeping, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God, I met this company. Because God knows what would have happened to my life if 2007, if 2007, I did not bump into this company. God knows what would have happened. God knows. So everybody that is here, you are here for a reason. And I'm blessed to be building this business alongside my beautiful wife there, and she's a doctor by profession. And together, it's been now 15 years of marriage. 15 years, 15. I don't want to get a divorce here. 15 years of marriage. And that means more than 15 years of us building this business together. And I can tell you, it has given us an amazing life. We look at things that we've managed to achieve. We look at things that we've managed to, if you like material things, material things that we've acquired, we own now, and we say, wow, glory to God, glory to God. So for the guests that you are here, I assure you one thing, you're about to be part of a community that's going to inspire you, but also a community that's going to challenge you, to pass through your comfort zone, to get better, and a community that's also going to coach you and guide you, because we have experienced it ourselves. And I'll tell you, let me speak something about the decision. Because 2007, when I was on my final year, if you are a guest, I want you to really listen to me at this point. 2007, I got a call from my sister, a random call, just said, ENOS, come to town. There's a business meeting that you need to attend. Maybe you got a similar invitation. And back then, 2007, I was at the university, my final semester, final year. And I got invited to take a look at this business. And I sat on that meeting. And as the meeting was going on, a lot of things were passing through my mind. A lot of fears, a lot of doubts, a lot of uncertainties, a lot of what ifs. I had a lot of those. So if you're a guest, and maybe now you are at that point where you've not really made the decision. Well, I want to tell you something. Make that decision. And, these worries and doubts, they might either come from within or from outside. And I believe, although it's not the same for most people, the words and the negativity and, you know, whatever that people might tell you about what you should not do from outside, it can affect you, but it's not going to affect you unless you allow it to get inside of you. It's not going to affect you no matter what someone says. You know, you come to see a story about me and my mother. Because when I was introduced to Forever for the very first time, the first person that almost made me not to join was my mother. May her soul rest in peace. And I'll tell you more about her. And she was protecting me. She was protecting me. She was protecting me because she wanted me to remain on the safe zone. And the safe zone was, hey, finish your studies, get a job, work, and then retire just like everybody else does. That's the safe zone. Now, let me pause for a moment and let me speak to my fellow FBOs. You might be in the business right now, but you still have people around you that are protecting you. You still have people around you that are saying, don't go all out. You still have people around you that are saying, hey, when you want to make that trip to Ochiwarongo, there's somebody says, are you sure? Why don't you just focus here where you are? Why don't you just remain in Rundu? Why don't you just remain here? There will be people around you that are trying to make you feel like to remain in a safe place. Well, let me tell you, greatness happens when you get out of that safe place and you go to areas, you make decisions which are very, very unfamiliar and very uncommon. That's when greatness starts. So if you're listening to me and you are in the business, I want you to also challenge yourself. How many times idea pops in your mind and there's a part of remain in the safe zone. Don't organize this meeting. You know, it might fail. Remain in the safe zone. Just wait for the meetings which are organized by everybody else. Remain in the safe zone. And yet there's a part of you that's saying, hey, you're never gonna grow if you just wait for other people's activities. You gotta initiate yours. We all need to make that decision that, you know what, we're gonna go for what we want. And for me, as much as my mom back in 2007 said, hey, Enos, don't be in the business, I said, no, I'm going to join. And I joined the business January 2007. And oh my God, one of the best decisions I ever made. And when I joined the business, I started to experience challenges. I had people around me that were telling me, Enos, you've made the worst decision ever. You've joined what? You've joined, you know, those types of businesses, those companies, you know, those things. Some they even call them things, guys. Can you believe someone calling $1 billion company a thing? What do we do to such a person? How do you call $1 billion company which has got physical offices in 140 countries? It has been running for 48 years. How in the world do you call that a thing? So people are telling me, Enos, you've joined that thing. And I'm like, all this negative energy come from outside, you know, from my friends, from my, you know, people that I was studying with. But then, you know, one thing that I'll tell you, you know, a ship sails in the ocean, right? You know, a ship sails in the ocean and it's surrounded by a sea of water, like serious amount of water. But the water from outside, it will never sink that ship. Never, never, ever. The ship will only start to sink when the water starts to get inside. When the water starts to get inside. If you can stop the water from getting inside, no matter the negative energy around you, your ship will never sink. It will never sink, no matter. So I say to myself, no, I'm not going to allow this negativity from people to stop me from continuing with the business. And I went on with the business. And then I started to experience success. My first 2 months in the business, I achieved supervisor. For the guests that you are here, a supervisor is our third position in the business. And right now, most people achieve that position in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a few in 4 weeks, very few in 2 months. Most of them, they achieve it much, much faster. Apologies for that. I need to drink something. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I can feel I'm losing my voice. I need to drink something. Give me a second. Okay. Now, who didn't pray, guys? There's a time where we said we need to pray. Maybe someone didn't pray. That's why I started to lose my voice. But I didn't drink aloe, guys. I drank Fab. I drank Fab. So, first 2 months I achieved supervisor, and then 9 months I achieved manager position. For the FBOs, you know what this means. For the guests that you are here, you know, supervisor. I'm gonna put it in dollars to get an idea of what it means. Supervisor is a position that you'll be earning maybe somewhere around in dollars about $300 to $400 a month as the supervisor, and the manager is someone that's earning about $1,500 every single month. So I got there in about 9 months, and back then I was just a young guy, age 24, very young, you know. So all these things happened a little bit fast, I would say. You know, you start a business, and in 9 months that business is earning you $1,500. Of course, you're excited. Graduated, went to work for Vodacom, and when I was employed, I looked at my job, which looked okay. The salary was just enough. Not so much, but not so little. I was just like somewhere in there. And then I realized that I've got two options. I either settle for less, or I choose to go all out. And I want to ask you right now, these remaining 5 months, what is your choice? If you're a guest, what is your choice these remaining 5 months? Are you going to settle for less? Are you going to be the same? Are you going to keep, if it's a job, the same job? If it's a business, the same business? Or are you going to open doors for bigger opportunities? If you're an FBO, these 5 months, what is your decision? These 5 months. And I don't want to talk about next year or 5 years from now. No. Let's talk about these 5 months. What is your decision? Just 5 months. Are you ready to go all out? Are you ready to push like never before? These remaining 5 months. After I got to manager, you know, in few months, 1 year and 4 months exactly, I went full time. I put my career aside and I went full time in the business. And from 2008 to date, full time in the business. Now, I want to tell you something. When you go full time in the business, if you're not careful, when you go full time, you might start to sleep more. You must start to scroll more. You must start to say, you know what? Yeah, you only live once, so let me relax more, because now you've got all the time in the world. Well, I want to tell you something. When you go full time, that's an opportunity for you to go bigger. And I thank God, you know, back then I went full time. Maybe I wasted a bit of time, first 1 or 2 months, maybe. But then I went bigger. I started to expand the business outside Tanzania, and we went on. Now the team has gone to over 15 different countries. You know, we thank God for that. But again, I want to ask you right now, let me speak to my fellow FBOs right now. If you're full-time in forever, are you really building the business full-time? Are you really treating your business as a full-time career if you're full-time? If you have not been treating your business as a full-time, can you commit that these remaining months, you're going to try to treat your business full-time? Like 8 a.m., you are on your desk working on your business full-time. Are you going to give yourself an opportunity to see what can really happen if I really build the business full-time? And I want to challenge also those that are building the business part-time. I want you to understand something. Even if you are building the business part-time, you are still a full-time business owner. That is still your business full-time. That is yours. That means you take charge of that business, even if you're doing it part-time. But all of this happens because of the decision. And before you join, the decision is simply, let me join forever. After you join forever, let me tell you the dangers. Some of the best things about forever are also the dangers of forever. One of the best things about forever is, number one, you get in with a very small capital. So for the guests that you're here, you don't need to, to think a lot about getting too much money. It's just a small capital and you're in. All right. Now that's good. but it's also bad, because when you put a small capital, you tend to think less about that business. You tend to feel like there's less to lose. It's just $400. Isn't much to lose. Well, what you're gonna lose is not the capital if you fail. What you're gonna lose is your dreams. What you lose is an opportunity for you to build a massive business. That is what you're going to lose. Let me tell you the second good thing about the business, which is also a danger. The second good thing is you can build this part-time. And when we say part-time, it means you get to select the time that you want to build the business. So if you're a guest here, everything that we are talking about tonight, you don't need to worry about what you're doing now. You keep your job, you build the business part-time, which is amazing. And here's the danger. Part-time to some people means sometime. I'll do it when I feel like. No, you still need the business. Part-time to some people is I'll do it when I'm done with everything else, and they never get finished with whatever that they're doing. So they end up not doing the business. So that flexibility, which is a big advantage, a big plus to our business, to some people is what's causing them not to push. It's what's causing them not to excel. When you join our business, you are literally your own boss. Like literally, we cannot force you to do anything. And that is amazing. But if you turn that in a bad way, that's going to be the reason why you're going to fail. Because now you'll say, you can't tell me anything. So we'll give you the strategies. Because one thing that I love about what we do is when you join, we are going to give you the strategies, like the ABCs, like every step you need to take to achieve success, we're going to give you. And then we'll need you to go and implement. And we are not your bosses, so we'll not be able to make you implement. So some of those advantages are also the disadvantages, are also the reason why people fail. And another one which I love so much is support. The support you get from us, the coaching, the mentorship. You know, being on this session is part of the benefit of you being in Forever, where you are part of a company which is constantly training you. You're part of a business which is constantly opening your minds to possibilities. And you get not just leadership trainings or, you know, theoretical types of training. No, you will also get skill-based training. We are now on a series, it's a full month. It's going to happen once every week. A series where we're training people how literally from scratch to build their business online. I mean, where else can you get such coaching and mentorship? And if you ask me, those are some of the reasons that made me or makes us to grow in this business. Not because we have figured it all out before we began. No. When we are starting, we did not even figure things out. We made the decision to join because we realized there is more to gain than there is to lose. And if you think deeper, there's literally nothing to lose and a lot to gain. So back to my story. First year in the business, qualified for my first fully paid trip. 2008, we were taken to the USA. And, you know, I'm a young boy by then. I'm 25 years old. 2008, I was 25. Don't start subtracting now to guess my age. Let me help you. I'm 42 now. So I'm 25 and I got a trip fully paid for, and I get to choose whoever that I want to go with. Forever gives me that opportunity. Isn't that amazing? You are doing a business, you achieve success, and then you choose whoever that you want to go with a trip for a trip. And then I picked my mother. So I went with my mother. You remember my mother? Remember my mom said, my son, don't do this business. She was my partner on this trip. But let me tell you something. 5 months after I did the business, my mom got inspired with my results. They were not so big, but she got inspired and she saw the possibilities. And she said, you know what? I'm not going to be left out. I'm joining that business, which I told you not to join. She joined in May 2007. She joined the business. In exactly May 2008, after 1 year, she became a manager. You know, FBOs will understand that. And when she became a manager in May, our trip to US was in August 2008, and I went with her to the US. It was one of the most beautiful things ever, you know, to be able to take my mom to the US. This is me here, you know, back in 2008, our very first trip to the US. These two amazing people here, my sister and her husband, these are my sponsors. My sister, she's the one that made the call and said, ENOS, come to town. There's a business meeting. This is my amazing, beautiful mom. And I can tell you, she continued on with the business for about 7 years. And in 2015, her time on earth was done. The good Lord called her. And one thing that I can guarantee you, this one I can guarantee you, is our 7 years in forever. Our 7 years in forever were our best 7 years ever. Because I was working with my mom like this even before forever, doing lots of small things with her. And the happiness that I saw in her 7 years in forever, she started to qualify for these trips. And now she started to take my father as our partner. Amazing. We were in Cape Town this year, and I told people, Cape Town, it's a very special place for me, because it was actually the first place that my mom brought my dad along as her partner in a trip. Now, I want you to get this right. I want you to get the lessons here. Number one, when you make decisions that you know are important for you, you're going to help the people that are important to you. Even if sometimes those people will not understand you when you're making those decisions. Even if they will even discourage you from going for those decisions. So if you are here and you're a guest, let me speak to the guest once again. Because when we finish this, you go and make a decision. And maybe you feel like you don't have all the answers to your questions. You don't expect that in this meeting. No meeting will give you that. I assure you that. And then when you join the business, for all of us that are in the business, let me tell you, the pulling down from people that we love and they love us does not stop. And sometimes it is strong, and sometimes it's so subtle. Sometimes someone doesn't say stop doing it, but you just still are not smiling when you do it, and you feel like maybe I should stop. Well, I want to encourage you, do it. Do it. And when you decide to do it really, really big, so that one day they can benefit from that. You go ahead and do it. You do it. And I'm going to come back to these 5 months, because really we don't want you to leave this meeting you just excited and feeling good, and we don't know where to start. We got to find a place to start, and I'll talk about where to start as well, because it will be very nice and it will feel very good, to just motivate each other and to leave here feeling motivated. There's a danger in motivation. There's a danger in just attending training. When you're motivated, somehow your mind makes you feel like you're already progressing, which is not necessary. Sometimes you're motivated and you're not progressing. Progression comes from the action. So we are also going to talk about the actions. And for us, we don't go even in there. We went on with the business. We built so many things and we achieved so many things with Forever. And all that is glory to God. We really thank God for that. I look at what has happened in our first, let me say 5-6 years of the business. We bought our first brand new car, like 0 kilometer, Discovery 4. That one was 2000 and actually crazy. Raphael, the husband of Vero, sent me a reminder that Facebook reminded him 17th of August 2013. That is 13 years ago is when we bought this car, brand new 0 kilometer. And Facebook reminded him that 13 years ago, we posted on social media that we have achieved this goal. And 2013, that means we were 6 years in the business. We've also built our first house. We traveled around the world within those first 5 to 6 years. Now, why am I sharing this? Because sometimes I meet people and they tell me, okay, no, you're doing amazing things, but hey, you are 20 years in the business. Do you mean I need to wait 20 years to buy a brand new car? No, we did ours in the first 6 years together with a house. So it is definitely possible for you as well. And everything has to start somewhere. And how was it possible for us? The fundamentals have not changed. So if it was possible for us, it's also possible for you. How was it possible for us? Number one, the products. We're in a business whereby, we're building a business with products of high quality and with a huge market. Because everything we're talking about here, at the end of the day, it has to make sense in the real world. And in order for it to make sense in the real world, it means we need to have products that actually can be consumed by a lot of people so we can build a business. So why or how was it possible for us? Number one is the product. We were lucky to bump into Forever, which offered us, an opportunity to build a business with high quality products with a huge market. Number two, now this is major, guys. You can make a good product which has got a market for it. But if you don't have systems that can help you take that product to the market and build a massive business, still, you're not going to make it. Or rather, you're not going to make it big. True story. I was attended an event recently, and a lady came to me and she told me, Enos, I'm ready to pay you to sit with me so that you can train me how I can market my product. And then she started telling me, she said, these are my challenges, Enos. I make my own products. I'm the manufacturer. Right now, as I'm talking to you, she showed me her hands. You see my hands? Right now, I'm coming from manufacturing my products. So I need to be there manufacturing them. And then after they're manufactured, I need to make sure I think about how am I gonna market my products. I need to deal with all the compliance. I need to deal with all the government regulations. I need to think about how can I hire the right people to be at my store. I need to follow up on those people. That's like I'm being an HR. I also need to do the numbers to make sure that I'm selling at the right. I'm doing everything myself. I'm getting confused. And as she was explaining to me, in my mind and in my heart, I'm like, Enos, you're lucky. You're lucky you met Forever. Because when you join Forever, guess what? You only need to do one thing, market the products. That's it. You don't need to worry about manufacturing. Forever will do that for you. You don't need to worry about the numbers. Forever will do the numbers for you. Do you know that every month, let me tell you the guests that are here, every month Forever sends you a statement which clarifies every transaction that went through you and the team that you built and how much you've earned from that. So Forever's got an accounting system for you. So everything is taken care for you. And the only thing that you need to do is to go out there and market the business. That's all. It's much easier. We are not saying it's easy or perfect. It's much easier. But that's not all. Because even the skills of marketing and sales, they are not easy for everybody. They're not. For some people, that's a tall order. Now here's the beauty of Forever again. You join the business and you will be coached, not trained. Training is like what we're doing now. We do it bye all the best. No. Coaching means someone gets one-on-one with you. A football. Did you watch the World Cup? The coaches were there on the pitch. They're not on the ground playing with the players, but they're there. They didn't remain at home to say, hey, we already trained them. No, the coach is there with you. So one thing that I want you to know if you're a guest, because really, if you're in this meeting and you're a guest, when we finish this meeting, I just want you to look for the person that invited you here and say, you know what, I'm going to join because you're going to coach. You're going to coach me because I'll have coaches. There'll also be mentorship. Weekly mentorship trainings, we have got that for you. And Forever has been doing that for 48 good years. So ladies and gentlemen, let this be a reminder to the guests, but also to us as FPOs. You are part of a business that has got structure. You're part of a business that has got proven methods already. And if you follow those proven methods, you are guaranteed to have success. You are guaranteed to build a business that will actually last. You are guaranteed to achieve the success that you want because people have been doing it for 48 good years. So I want to take a moment and remind each and every one of us here, yes, this is your business, but you're not building it alone. You're not building it alone. You're part of a global community. You're part of a global family. You're part of a global team. You're part of a global mentorship, global coaching program that is there to ensure that you achieve success. And if this was all about you and your abilities, you had all the reasons to doubt and worry. You had all the reason to say, you know what, I'm going to play small. You had all the reason to say, you know what, I'm going to play it safe because look at me. But you're not going to be alone. Look at everybody else out there. You're not going to be alone. There'll be people holding your hands as you're building this business. There'll be people not wanting to let go of your hand as you're building this business. And these remaining 5 months, in a special way, these remaining 5 months in a special way, I want to assure you, as leaders, we are not just holding your hand, we are going to grab your hands. We're going to firmly grab your hands because we want to move with you these remaining 5 months. These remaining 5 months, we are committing to going an extra mile. These remaining 5 months, we are committing to do more than what we have done January to July. These remaining 5 months, we want to get out of our comfort zone. These remaining 5 months, we want to get to levels that we have never gotten to. And you will see activities that you've never seen before. You will see activities that are going to help you to grow, that are going to help you to skyrocket your business. We are firmly holding your hands together, and we're going to hold your hand all the way, because we have got a mission, leaders. And I'll tell you more about this mission. We want to make sure that now we push harder than ever before. And I'll tell you why now. The most important part of the year is now. It's not January. It's not January. January is the most important part of the year for people that do not understand how businesses work, for people that do not understand how successful people operate. Let me tell you something. Now until December is the most important part of the year. These are the months that all the top leaders, all the top achievers that you can think about, these are the months that they're scratching their minds and saying, how am I maximizing these months? These are the months that all the top achievers are looking for a way. Hear me what I'm going to say right now. These remaining 5 months, top achievers are looking for a way to double what they did from January to July. Let me say that again. All the top achievers are looking for a way to double what they did January to July, to double it. Not just to equal, they are looking for a way to double it. Like if they did 1,000 January to July, they're asking themselves, how can I do 2,000 August to December? They are looking for a way to double. The top achievers. The achievers, they are looking for a way to equal what they did January to July. So whatever that you did January to July, August to December, the least you can do is to equal it. That's like the least you can do, to equal it. If you want equal what you did from August to July, if you want equal January to July, you have not achieved. Take it that way. The super achievers are looking for a way to double it. And I'll be asking you very soon, what will that mean to you? What will that mean to you? August to December, crucial time. It's a crucial time, and we want to go all out. And some of you are probably saying, ENOS, why are you still talking about August? We're only left with 10 days to finish August. Well, let me tell you something. I've recruited people who in 10 days made it to supervisor and beyond in 10 days. So I will continue to talk about August. I've seen people who joined in mid-August and they closed the year, the month, with over 20 CC. So definitely I'll talk about August. And if you smash August, you bet you're going to start your September in a big way. So let's talk about these remaining 5 months, August to December, where we want to finish strong. And you know why? These are crucial, because how you build your business from August to December has a huge impact on how you're going to start next year. So right now, you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me tell you, the effort that you put in your business in March, in April, in May, it's only affecting that year, but the effort that you're putting now, it has a ripple effect for next year. So when you're pushing now, when you're sacrificing now, when you're going all out now, just know this is not just for your 2026. You're also impacting your 2027. So it is worth it. It is worth profit. And that's why we have decided to take these remaining 4.5 months right now as a mission. We're on a mission, leaders. And I'm going to talk about the mission that we have right now. It's a very simple mission. But this mission that we have right now, it cannot come to pass until you make a decision that you are going to grow. And I want to cite a few examples of people that will show you the power of focus, how 4-5 months of focus can completely change your business. Look at this person. This is January of last year. This person was on 11 cc. The same person by June. That means after building the business for 5 months, you see that power of focusing for 5 months. She managed to multiply her business 10 times from 11 cc to 119 cc's, 10 times more. Now, can you think about your cc's for June for a moment? Think about them. And then try to multiply them by 10. I say try, because some of you, if you multiply by 10, you get a figure that will make you want to get out of this Zoom meeting right now. And then ask yourself, what will it mean to you if that happens to you? If your business grew 10 times more in the next 5 months, this is what happened in 5 months. Let me give you another example of another person. Now, this one I'm going to show you right now. This month, June, this was June 2025. This was our first month in the business. Like, this is the month that she actually joined. And she joined the month and recruited 2 people that same month. You'll notice that I'll be highlighting areas that can cause you to have the massive growth that you're looking for. She recruited 2 people, first month in the business. She closed with 15 cc. Second month in the business, she recruited 6 people, closed with 45 cc's. These 38 were local, global cc were 45. So she finished her assistant manager second month in the business. Now I'm going to pause there for a moment, because you'll see this number 15 happening somewhere in my presentation. So when I'm suggesting these numbers, these plans, I know people have done them. So I know they are possible for you. So this person went on, did not stop there. This person went on and finished our manager in August. She also recruited 6 people in August again. So that means June, July, August, she recruited a total of 2, 6, 6, that's 14 people. And she finished our manager here in August. Now, let me tell you something. Most people, when they achieve a goal, they take a rest. Most people, when they achieve a goal, they throw the towel. This person, when she achieved the goal of manager, she did not stop there. September, she recruited 5 more people. And this person went on to become an ego manager. This person went on to become an ego manager. Although when the ego manager incentive started in May, she was not even in the business. She joined the business in June. Now, I want to pause here for a moment. And I want you to, to count these months with me. Count this month with me. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. I mean, are you seeing what 4 months can do to someone's business? This is someone brand new. This is not someone that is experienced, that comes in with skills, that comes in with already decisions. No. This is someone that's brand new, that just came in with motivation and excitement, and 4 months changed everything. How long will it be for you to be in this meeting and somehow believe that the year is over for you? It's not. It is not over. It is not over. The year is not over. This can happen to you. Maybe you started the year as a supervisor and you're still a supervisor right now. I know some of you are a supervisor in January and you're still supervisors right now. And the part of you, when you're sleeping at night, is telling you, I'm going to close this year as a supervisor. If 7 months I've failed to become a manager, how can I finish manager August to December? How can I finish? Well, here I'm showing you that it is possible for you to finish manager August to December. Yes, you can finish it. Now, let me share this other lady here. She's brand new in the business as well. This one also, brand new. This is now 2026. She joined in April. April she joined. But I want you to observe something. Her first month in the business, she did 10 cc. Of course, finished supervisor. She recruited 2 people. First month in the business. I want you to look at these numbers. Second month in the business, May. This is just May 2026. Guys, this is someone who is part-time in the business as well. She's part-time in the business. And you want to know? She's not yet a manager. I believe she's finishing her manager this month, but she's not yet a manager. She's not, so she's brand new in the business. This is May. Look at the number here. She recruited 5 people here, over 18 CCs. She went on. In June, she recruited 6 people, 30 CCs. July, she recruited 1 person, 32 CCs. August, I took a screenshot of her system on Saturday. I don't know if she's still on 4 CC, but by Saturday, when I took screenshot of her system, she had already recruited 2 people in August. And she's definitely going to finish her manager this month. Now, I want you to observe something here, because when I look at all the people that are having massive growth, I see something that is the same. There's something which is similar to everyone. Have you noticed that? What is it? What is it that is in everyone that is having massive growth? Because you know what, my leaders, we don't just want you to live here with energy and excitement and you don't know where to direct that energy. You don't know where to direct that excitement. You need to know where to take it. Because if you don't know where to take it, you might take that energy to a wrong place. And guess what? We'll meet January and you say, you know what happened to my beast? My beast has been smashed. No. Your beast energy was taken to the wrong place. Thank you. Recruitment, massive recruitment each and every month. Almost all of them, they've recruited over 10 people in 3 months. Over 10 people in 3 months. And I've seen that trend. That's like a magic number to me now. And I've come to realize that number has a big meaning in the whole of network marketing, recruiting 10 people. I'll talk more about it. But at this point, I want to bring you back that we are on a mission, guys. We're on a mission. You know why we're on a mission? Because the January of 16th and 17th, we are going to have 2 big events happening in Africa. 2 huge events. One will be happening in Mombasa, Kenya. Another one will be happening in Johannesburg, South Africa. We'll be having those 2 events. And for us as the leaders, we are looking at those events as the climax of everything that we are doing right now. So right now, we are on a mission. We're on a mission to create supervisors and managers by December. Supervisors and managers by December. You know why? Because on those 2 events in Mombasa and Johannesburg, if you'll be a supervisor or if you'll be a manager, you'll get to walk across a stage. You'll be celebrated by people from multiple countries as someone that has grown in 2026, and you don't want to miss that opportunity. And as your leaders, we're on a mission to create as many people walking that stage as possible. So we don't care where you are right now. If you're a brand new person right now, I've shown you, an example of someone who was brand new June 2025, and that person made it to manager by August in 3 months. So it means for you, it can be August, September, October. But we're saying we want to get you to manager by December. And for us, that is not a motivation to give you and then we leave you. No, that is us saying we are ready to work with you. We are ready to go an extra mile with you. We are ready to get our hands dirty. We want to work with you to make sure this gets to happen. And don't be surprised when you see crazy activities happening right now. Don't be shocked when you see, endless meetings happening right now, because we are on a mission. So for the guests that are here, we want to work with you. And you got to join the business very, very soon. As a matter of fact, you were supposed to join yesterday. But today is not so bad either. So join. When we are done here, look for the person that invited you here. Tell them, I want to join. But also tell them, I want to be part of the mission. I want to be part of those people that are going to be taken on that stage in Johannesburg or in Mombasa. For those of you in East Africa, we're going to meet in Mombasa. For those of you in Southern Africa, we're going to meet in Johannesburg. And I want to tell you something else. 31st of January in South Africa again. We'll have someone that has been #1 in forever, longer than anybody else. That couple will be coming to South Africa to speak to managers, only managers. And let me tell you, in my memory, they've never been to South Africa, in my memory, to train in South Africa. And we will get an opportunity to spend 3 good days with them. These are #1 in the world, the longest. They've earned more from this business than anybody else. They will be there in South Africa. Unfortunately, for you to be in that meeting, you need to be a manager. So I want to ask a question here again to everybody who is here. If you are not a manager, are you in or out? Are you joining this mission? Are you going to push? Are you going to work like crazy to get to supervisor and manager? Are you going to go out of your way to make sure that you smash manager? And let me speak to the guests. If you're a guest, branding you in the business, you are joining tomorrow. I have a plan for you. Don't worry, you won't understand what these numbers mean, but take a screenshot. And then tomorrow when you join, the person that's recruiting you to the business, ask the person, how can I implement this plan? And let me tell you, when you implement this plan, you will become a manager. That means you walk that stage in Johannesburg. You perhaps walk that stage in Mombasa. And maybe you will also join us at the end of January to spend 3 days with the #1 in the world. Maybe you'll join us there. My only question is, are you in? Let me speak to those that are not yet managers. And when you're telling me you are in, I want you to tell your heart you are in, not just your mind, because your mind will forget tomorrow. Your heart will hold you accountable. Your heart will hold you accountable. For those that are already in the business, I mean, for you, manager by December is like a must for you to happen. As a matter of fact, you can challenge yourself to say, you know what, as I'm growing to manager, I'm also going to create a manager. For us, this is a mission for us. For us, this is not a 10 minutes talk and then we forget about it. No, you will see what's going to happen after this series of trainings. You'll see. If you think after this series of trainings, we're going to throw everything aside and say, okay, we've really motivated people, it's up to them to work. No, we're just getting started, leaders. We're just getting started. We are all in. We are all in to push. We are all in to go an extra mile. We are all in to sacrifice. You'll see more sacrifices from us than ever before. You will see it because these remaining 5 months, I don't know about you, but me, I'll tell you, for me, I have this positive anger inside of me. And if I'm speaking and you feel like, ENOS, you're like, speaking with too much energy, you're almost shouting at me. I mean, I have this positive anger inside of me. You know, I have this feeling inside of me like I've not done enough. And I have this feeling inside of me like I want to push like crazy these 5 months and see what's going to happen. You know, I want to go all out and see what's going to happen. I want to unlock, you know, I want to remove all the limitations and see what's going to happen. So I'm joining you, all of you here on this challenge. So I want to ask once again, are you in or out? If you're in this meeting, you have one question to answer. Very crucial question is, are you in or out? For us, our commitment is we're going to work with you. We're going to work with you. You know, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. For us, this is just the beginning. But we want to see you walking that stage. And deep down, we know you can. We know you can. And if you feel like you cannot believe, at least say it is possible. Because sometimes you can say, I can do it, I can do it. Say it is possible. And that way you're still giving yourself a chance. So we are going all out. Now, for some of you, it's not about getting to manager. Let me talk to managers. What will make you say, wow, these 5 months? What will make you say, wow? Maybe it is smashing Global Rally, 1.5K. Maybe it is smashing 2.5K. You're going to level up. You're going to go to Dominican Republic. Maybe it is 3.5K. What will make you say, wow? Because you got to have a goal. As a leader, you've got to have a goal that will make you say, wow. And sometimes you need to go back to the drawing board. You know, I've been going back to my drawing board for the past 2 days, and I've been writing down, the goals that will make me say, wow. And I'm looking at them and I'm saying, if this happen, I'm going to be one of the happiest person. So what will make you say, wow? What CCs will make you say, wow? Think about it. What goal will make you say, wow? Everybody has got their cup here. You go for yours. Everybody has got something. Maybe for some of you, it will be to finish your ego manager by December. Maybe you've never done that before. Maybe it will be to be on Forever to Drive. Perhaps you've never done that before. What will make you say, wow? Think about that, because you got to have a goal, that when you look at it, it scares you a little bit. But a part of you is saying, you know what? Go for this. You got to have such a goal. What will make you say, wow? Maybe for some of you, it won't be a number like 1.1. Maybe it won't be that. Maybe for some of you, it'll be, you know what, ENOS? I just need to close my eyes and get on recruiting mode right now. I need to recruit more. Maybe for some of you, I just need to recruit more. What will it be? But whatever that is, I want to ask you, whatever that is for you, are you in or are you out? Because you got to make that decision first. You've got to decide. Are you in or are you out? Because if you don't make that decision, then the heart will not make you commit to that decision. You will forget everything. You will forget all this feeling. And those of you that are going on recruitment, I want to tell you something that I just read from the amazing book right now, Procon. Thank you for all those that you are in. I'm in with you. I'm in too. I'm in. Now, I want to tell you this very, very eye-opening, statistics that I got, and I want you to understand them very, very well. At any given point, if you take your team, if you take the whole of Forever, at any given point, we say, okay, let's look at all the people that have joined the business. 70% would have recruited 0 people, 70%. 20% would have recruited 1 to 2 people at any given time. 5% would have recruited 3 to 5 people. 3% would have recruited 6 to 9 people at any given point. Now, this means even your team right now, if you take your team right now, maybe you've got a team of 100 people. And if you look at those 100 people, 70% would have recruited 0 people. 20% 1 to 2, 5% 3 to 5, 3% 6 to 9. Now, these numbers, 70, 20, 5, 3, that represents 98% of your team, or rather 98% of your business. And we call these people tourists. Now, do you know who are tourists? Tourists are people who come and go. They don't stay there permanently. They come and go. Those are tourists. These are people that they're in the business today, let me put under quotes, and then 3 months from now, they're gone. They recruited 0 people, they're gone. They're using the products today, and then they're gone. Now, let me ask a question. Do we hate tourists? If you're living in any country and then you've got tourists, are tourists hated? People that come in to explore, they'll bring in something, they'll bring the money into the city, they'll bring 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not going to live there forever. They're coming into, do you hate them? Do you hate tourists or not? I bet we love them, right? We still love them. Now, you have tourists in your team, and I want to give something very important here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say that's also like a secret or a hack that we have in our business. Now, these tourists here in our business, these tourists are retailers. These are people who are just retailing and they're not recruiting much. These are also consumers. They're not even retailing. They are not interested in any incentive. They represent a huge part of your business, So that means when you're communicating with your team, listen to this. When you're communicating with your team, right? Make sure the communication that you're taking to your team does not ignore the retailers, does not ignore the consumers. What information makes the most sense to the retailers and to the consumers? What will make the retailers pay attention? What will make consumers pay attention? What kind of information, if it's sent to your WhatsApp group, what kind of information will make them to say, let me pay attention? Can anybody guess? What type of information? If you guess, I promise you, if you guess right, I'm going to get you a fab, whatever country you're in, I'm going to buy you a fab. What type of information will inspire most retailers and consumers? Because I want you to get something crucial here. Oh, I'm so lucky, guys. You know what I mean? I'm so lucky because my wife is the person that got it right. So, baby, you'll find your fab at home. Products related information. Products related information. So, do not make a mistake of not sending products related information to your team, because that information speaks to the majority of your team. That information, touches everybody in your team, because all the business builders, they love to know more about the products, but the consumers are not interested so much about the business. So if you don't send products related information to your WhatsApp groups, if you don't send that information, you are leaving this huge group behind. And I can tell you, we do a lot of CCs every month that are going to people that are not trying to get to 4CC. They are not trying to move up. They are 100% retailers and consumers. 100%. They've forgotten about getting to manager or anything like that. So make sure you send information related to your products to your group. Now, let me not end here. Let me not end there, because the numbers continue. 2%, they recruit more than 10 people. Only 2%. And these 2%, we call them the business builders. We call them the business builders. Now, I want to ask you a question right now. And I hope you like my question, because you may not like it. Right now, if we open your system, are you a tourist or are you a business builder? Let's forget about your heart. Let's forget about ENOS. I really want to do this. ENOS, I'm serious. You have no idea, ENOS. This is my life. No. If we open your system right now and we look at how many people you have personally recruited, are you a tourist or are you a business builder? Let's talk numbers. Let's not talk feelings. Let's not talk expectations. Are you a tourist or are you a business builder? I want you to think about that. Are you a tourist or a business builder? Now, remember, we don't hate tourists. We love them. So you being a tourist doesn't mean we're thinking less of you. No. But we want you to understand you are at a very fragile position. Because if your mind is thinking business, if your mind is thinking about building something big, if your mind is thinking business builder, where your reality is saying, no, you are a tourist, it means you need to get out of this. You need to get out of this risky place and get to business builder quickly. Get to business builder quickly. Now, the second question. How many people do you have in your team? You won't know this now. How many people you have in your team that right now, according to the numbers, they're business builders? And how many people you have in your team that according to the numbers, they're tourists, although they feel and believe they're business builders, but the numbers say they're tourists. Remember, we don't hate tourists. We love them. But we got to help them. And we want to help everybody here to cross the line to become a business builder, because this is a safer place to be. Statistics say once you have recruited 10 people directly to you, chances are you will remain in the business. Less than that, you may disappear. You may go one day. We may not be with you one day. So I want to challenge you right now. Do you want to become a business builder? Now, the first question is, where are you right now? The second question is, how many people in your team? The third question, when did you become a business builder? Because Some of you were business builders 5 years ago, and since then to date, you are acting like tourists. Maybe this whole year, you are acting like a tourist. Your numbers are saying you are a tourist. If we were to take, a magnifying glass and look at your business, January to July, you are a tourist. You stopped being a business builder. You stopped being a business builder. Now, right now, you gotta make a decision. If there's one thing I can tell you, these remaining 4.5 months, if there's one thing I can advise you, if you are thinking about recruitment, the minimum you should achieve, is a business builder. And don't go back and start counting how many people you recruited since 2008 up to now. You've recruited 8 people. Yeah, I only need to recruit 2 people in these 4 months and I'm a business builder. No, challenge yourself that, you know what? If this is a business of coaching, that means of leading by example, I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to become a business builder all over again. And you have no idea what's going to happen if we are all going to commit to becoming business builders in these remaining 4 months. So I want to ask this question again. This one now, I'm not just asking to the assistant supervisors or the supervisors. I'm asking to each and every one of us here. I want to throw in a challenge right now. I want to throw in a challenge of getting you and me and everyone here to requalify as business builders. So I want to ask, are you in or are you out? These 4 months, are you in or are you out into becoming a business builder? Are you into recruiting 10 people minimum directly to you? And I know probably right now some of you are thinking, 10 is a very small number, put 20. I'm going to go by the books. Are you in? How fast are you going to requalify as a business builder these remaining 4 months? And one thing that I know for sure is it is possible for each and every one of us here, but you got to make that decision if you are in or not. You need to make that decision. There's got to be benchmarks that you're striving for. Without any benchmark, you might think you are really doing it. You might think you are really recruiting, but maybe you're just scratching the surface. So are you in? Are you into requalifying as a business builder? Are you ready to take that challenge? You got to make that decision. And how are you going to be able to achieve it? Number one, you got to have those strong goals. You got to know, what are you pushing for and why are you going for those goals? What are you pushing for and why is that an important goal for you? When we say we want to recruit 10 people, you got to know why. Why am I pushing? And I'll tell you, you need to have answers to these few questions here in order for you to really maximize these remaining 3 to 4 months, the remaining 4 to 5 months that are left. Number one, you need to know, where are you going to get people to talk to? What will be your prospecting plan? And make sure on your prospecting plan, you have at least 3 methods, of prospecting. If you're going to have less than 3 methods of prospecting, chances are you won't get all the type of people that you want. At least 3 methods of prospecting. My favorite methods, number one is social media. And on social media, I run ads on social media. That's my number one. Number two, face-to-face, the people that I meet face-to-face. That one I maximize. And because it's one of my method, I don't take for granted anybody that I meet. I'm like, you are sent to God to come in front of my face. I'm definitely going to prospect you. Number three, I look for and I attend events that get me to connect with people that are like-minded, people that, that I feel I would love to work with. What are your 3 prospecting methods? You got to have 3 prospecting methods, because from the people that you meet, you'll generate customers. From the people that you meet, you'll generate people to join. From the people that you meet, you will build leaders from the people that you meet. And it's important for you to understand everything that we're doing right now. I want you to know one thing that I love and I always wish and pray for in any training that we get to do. Number one, you should get motivated to do something. We'll show you examples of people that have done it so you can get motivated. Number two, you should get the purpose why you need to do that. But number three, you got to know where to start. And now we are kind of digging down into the exact 1, 2, 3 points that you need to do. that if you want to recruit more, if you want to retail more, you need to increase the number of people that you are meeting, the number of people that you are talking. For that to happen, you have got to have prospecting methods. Number two, you have got to ask yourself, how am I going to be sharing information with people? How will I make sure the people that I meet get the presentation? That means I need skills on how to contact people. I need skills on how to invite people. If I don't have the skills of how to invite people to take a look at a presentation, how to invite people to be part of a meeting, how to invite people to watch a video. If I don't have those skills, then I'll end up with a good number of people I can talk to, and that number remains there on your book, but it never gets talked to, and you not get the results that you want. So do you have the skills on how to introduce people? And some of these skills, you know them. If you're a guest, don't worry. One of the best things you're going to get from Forever is you'll be coached and trained on exactly how to talk to people. The third skill that you need, closing and follow-up. Now, I tell you, I get a lot of questions around that. And also, how do I close someone? How do I follow up people? And I'll tell you, all those are skills. And those skills will make sense if, number one, you're talking to enough people. You're talking to few people, no closing skills can help you. You're talking to few people, no follow-up skills can help you. I'm gonna tell you one new closing technique that I'm using right now. And this new closing technique is 100% in hand with the mission that we have right now of creating supervisors and managers by December. So when I'm calling a prospect right now, after they've attended a presentation, I'm even putting my hand like this. You know, when I'm calling someone and I'm talking to that person, I greet the person. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for attending the meeting. What did you like best? They'll tell me what they like most. Do you have any question? They'll ask me the questions. We get done with the question. And then I say, you know what? We are on a special mission right now. And we're on a mission. If I'm in Tanzania, this is what I'm going to say. We're on a mission that's going to end in December. Why is ending in December? Because in January, we'll be having an event in Mombasa. And on that event in Mombasa, we are going to recognize on stage people that have reached the level of manager and supervisor. And I know you don't understand what manager means and what supervisor means. In terms of income, a supervisor is someone that most likely earns around $300 to $400 a month, and a manager around $1,000 plus a month. Now, right now, we are on a mission as a country, as Tanzania, to have the biggest number of managers that will be recognized in Mombasa. And we have got a plan already that will guide you step by step, month by month, how you can actually be a manager by December. And these plans takes about 4 to 5 months. So you joining right now, it means 100% you can be put in this plan. And by December, you can be a manager and you will walk that stage holding the Tanzania flag. You will be among the people, you know, representing the country. But even more importantly, you would have achieved the level of manager. That means from next year, you have just added a brand new income. So this call to you, I'm not pushing you, but I'm telling you, if you can join right now, you have a chance to really, really smash these remaining 4 months. And we are committed and we are focused to making sure that we are getting people to that level. We have what it takes. So I want to tell you, I want to hear from you. Are you ready to be part of this? Are you ready to join right now so that we can work together? I use that closing now. It's part of the mission. I tell you, this mission for me is like in my DNA right now. I use that also as my closing. When I'm talking to someone one-on-one, I mean, everyone that I'm talking to, I use that as my closing. And I tell you, it has helped me. It has helped me to get people to join. It has helped me to get people who wanted to join, you know, in 2 months to join now, because they know when they join now, there's something extra that they're going to get. There's something extra they're going to be part of. So you need these skills. Closing, follow-up, you need them. And as we are going on in these remaining months, as we close the year, you'll see lots of trainings around that. You'll see lots of events that are aiming at helping you recruit, that are aiming at helping you developing a big, huge customer base. So all the goals that you have right now, let me assure you one thing, you're not going to be pushing and working for them on your own. We will be together. Now, the fourth skill that is important for you, and for most of you, if you are new, these are just things to screenshot and say, you know what, I need to learn about this. Launching a new FBO. When you recruit someone brand new, give yourself a challenge. If someone is serious, maximum, and I really mean maximum, 2 months, that person got to get to manager. Needs to get to supervisor. Maximum 2 months. Maximum 2 months. That if that person exceeds 2 months and they're not supervisors and they're serious, you really need to go look at yourself in the mirror. What do I need to improve? Because there's no reason why someone should take more than 2 months to get to supervisor if they're serious and you're committed to working with them. No reason at all. So we need the skills on launching a new FBO, on helping the new FBO to grow very fast. What tools should we give someone brand new so that they can be able to grow very fast? You need these skills. But none of these will make sense if first you don't know where are you going and why are you going there. If you are a manager listening to me right now, if you don't have your wow goals of closing the year, you won't even have the energy to launch a new FBO. If you're a manager right now and you don't have goals that are stretching you, you won't have the energy to go extra mile. If you're an assistant supervisor and you've not decided to go manager this year, I mean, if you're an assistant supervisor, you just gotta say no more being an assistant supervisor. Let me smash supervisor quickly. And when you smash supervisor, don't get stuck at assistant manager. You should hate all assisting. I don't want to be assistant supervisor. I don't want to be assistant manager either. I want to move to supervisor, and from supervisor, I want to move to manager straight. No more assisting. I don't want to be assisting no one. I want to go straight to the real deal. The real deal is supervisor, and then from there we go hit manager straight away. If you've not made that decision firmly, you'll most likely not have that extra push to say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure these things happen.
you need to do something. When you're saying, are you in or are you out? And you said, I'm in, then you're in for the activities. You're in for the activities. And so if we're going to become the business builders and recruit these 10 people, then definitely we have to do something massively. Within these 10 days that are remaining, I'm going to ask you to actually choose to grow. I know this statement, you always put it for the, guests and all that. So if you're a guest, join the business. As our leader said with us, he's not just a business builder. He understands the business. He understands the system. He's a country sales manager. He knows, the forever, the in forever that we personally don't know, So join the business because you're blessed to be here. But for us also, take the message for yourself. Choose to really be in. Choose to take in all that has been shared with us today. And let's go do what we need to do. Don't choose poor. And these 4 months, with the example that we have been shared before at the beginning of this meeting, you'll understand that you can actually be able to really make what you want to make out of yourself. So thank you all very much. And so much has been shared tonight. And I just want to say, I do believe that the best mode in you has been activated. I mean, personally, I don't know any great communicator in the forever world from ENOS. And so if you have stayed up until now, then I know that you're going to do it. And so thank you all very much for choosing to grow, for choosing to close this month on a high, for choosing to close this year on a high. The mission here is to double our activities. This is the mission. The mission is to double the non-managers that we've done. I'm saying non-manager for the managers that, have good managers. The mission is to double the business. That's the mission. That's why we're having these top leaders that have been able to. Thank you all very much. Congratulations. And I know you're going to do the challenge. We're going to share with you. We're going to pray with you. And we're going to do this mission that we've been assigned to. In a special way, thank you so much, Leader ENOS, for taking your time, for training us, and of course, always. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this for ourselves. We're going to do this for our families. We're going to do this for the country. We're going to do this for the people that are watching us. But we're going to do this because God has already given us what we need within us to become whoever that we want to become. And so let's go do it, guys. Bye-bye, everybody. For the guests, please go back to the person that invited you in this meeting, because who you're going to become by being part of our community is very important. And so welcome to our community. Bye-bye, everybody.